crafty friends, it's Sharon Luska here from My Crafty Greetings, and I'm going to show you a bunch of Scrappy Tails stuff, but more specifically I'm going to show you what I do with my Scrappy Tails dies for storage. And I'm actually going to be doing this for a hop that's going to be taking place monthly, and it is the Old Plus New 2022 hop. So it'll be hashtag Old Plus New every month. The month January is right now, and 2022. Next month will be Feb 2022. And yeah, you can put that hashtag in the search or just click it in my title and you will get to find all these videos. So I'm just showing you there. I had in my hand a thickened pouch, and this is one of the pouches that I haven't laminated yet, but I do have sticky stuff on it from having my dies in and out of it. And so I'm just picking some stuff off right now. And what I'm going to show you is actually how to go ahead and laminate these with hot laminating pouches. I have a gabillion of these. I don't know if you bought a package of them like I did. I think there was 100 in the package or something crazy. And as many different techniques as I see online, I always think, you know, I'm going to do that, and then I do one or two, and that's the end of it. So this has actually been helpful because this is keeping me from having to spend money on packaging. So I've just positioned the tape-lipped end of this particular package against the already attached together end, and we're going to throw this through. So I have some Avery L, I don't know what they're bags, organizer bags, I don't know, die bags, stamp bags, whatever they are. I went ahead and bought a bunch of those and thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to throw those through and make them extra durable and fix the ones that have tears in them and just make them stronger. Yeah, don't do that. It didn't work. They just separated, and so now I've got this weird double layered bag. These ones are much better. They're quite durable using the packaging that comes with the dies, especially the dies that Sabrina does because she uses a thicker weight packaging. So this is the sealed end, the factory sealed end with the hanger tab on it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the hanger tag off here, but I'm not going to cut through that heat sealed end. You can see it there, I've left it, and I was just using a piece of glass on my paper cutter there just to make sure that it didn't kind of get pushed up by the guillotine, because I like it cut nice and straight. It doesn't really matter, you can hand cut these too if you want. It'll do the same thing regardless. So the tape lip end here, this is one of those really long bags that's like 8 inches. We're going to have to take that, and so that it doesn't get caught on the roller, we're going to have to make sure that tape lip folds back on itself, not onto the bag, just onto the lip itself. And that way then the laminator is not going to pick it up and screw up your machine, or screw up my machine as it would be because you're watching me do this right now. I wouldn't want your machine messed up either. So you can see this is the end that I was talking about that I cut off. So there is the tape-lipped end again. And because this is a shorter bag, it's not going to be a full 8 inches long, even with the tape-lipped end, the hanging end or the foldy end. Not even with the foldy end sticking out, it is not going to be as long as our laminating pouch. So we have to put something there to protect this from being sealed closed by the laminating pouch. So here's our laminating pouch. We're going to take that heat sealed end that had the hanger on it, and we're going to stick that up towards the sealed end of our laminating pouch, and this is going to give us extra durability, these two heat seals together. We're opening up that tape lip at the top of the bag, or at the top of the bag. There you go, that's what I'm trying to talk about. And we're just making sure everything's going to go in nice and flat. So the nice thing about this one is that fold over is going to end up laminated and still have that tape strip on it. And we can actually use this bag in one of two ways. But if you have a die set that has a lot of small dies and you don't want to lose those die pieces, this is going to be vital. So you can see there's that end there. So I'm just showing you all of these as they're coming out, and you can see there's our folded one, and it's just been blunt cut on the end, so it doesn't have any seal on it. And then we're just going to cut the edge off. So we're going to process each of the 3 different styles of bag lamination that I did. So, but what you need to do is leave a tiny, tiny edge of laminating folder past the actual sealed edge of the cello bag. So you can see I'm just keeping the cello bag inside, probably about 1/8 of an inch away. So there is that just cut off end, and what we need to do is cut off the thermal pouch that is sealed together on itself so we can get to that. And so once we do it, if you start to manipulate that, you can see here we have a bag. Now that folded over end is going to be so strong it'll hurt your hand when you try to push it through. But it will be super duper durable. You could probably even put some scissors in there if you wanted to make a pouch for carrying scissors, and you would not have an issue with them poking through. If you need to trim though, because it's folded over and it doesn't get into the sealed end of the thermal package well, you can trim that off just a tiny bit. So here's our other one. This is our super long one that actually hung out of the thermal pouch. And so what you want to do is you want to just work that piece loose. So this was number 2 that went through the machine. You're just going to work that piece loose and unseal it from where it's tucked into the thermal pouch. The thermal pouch caught it by like 1 millimeter. So we're just gonna have to wiggle the thermal pouch off of it. But once we get the thermal pouch off of the tape lap end or the foldy over end with the tape strip on it, then we can actually get into the bag. So this is what the bag looked like originally, and we folded that over. So here we are now, where we can now take and get into the laminated part of the bag. Oh, and I'm putting it in the wrong way. I want to put it in the right way. So I'm going to put it in the right way, but because this bag is super strong, I'm actually going to put both, because this comes with an A piece and a B piece, but you can see I can fold it over so that way I'm not going to lose any of my little pieces. Because like when you get this is that mug, Hug in a Mug die set. It's actually an interactive pop-up die set that allows you to make a mug that folds flat in an envelope and then pops up, and gives you some word dies, sending a hug in a mug and sending thanks. It's just cool, but it needs a good sturdy bag, right? So here we are with this other one, and again I'm cutting the sides off, and you can see I am not cutting right up to the cello packaging. I'm leaving that sealed thermal packaging edge just a tiny hair. That's all you need. And this one here is the one that we added that protective piece to the tape lip to make sure that it did not seal our bag shut. And so once we cut that end off, you're just going to cut a tiny bit into it. You can see here that you can then take these pieces and peel them apart. And there's that sticky end, and then there's that extra piece of plastic we added. Now you can peel it back to the fold because you got just some extra thermal pouch there. Now, I thought originally this was supposed to go in this package, and then I realized, oh no, it's actually for the stamp set. So we're gonna put the stamp set in here, and you can do this for your dies or your stamp sets, whatever you like. You can leave it sealed so that they just meet together like this, or if you wanted to fold over that extra piece of laminating pouch, used up laminating pouch, that we added to keep this from sealing shut, we're actually just gonna line up the folded tape lip end and cut this off. And so it's going to give you a bag that looks a lot like those Avery L bags. Naturally, they're a lot cheaper. They're up to like $20 a bag in Canada now, and some of them aren't even big enough for my dies. They stick way out of it. But you can see this sticky tape now can hold my stuff in. If I'm sloppy putting my stamps back in there, I won't be losing pieces. It will be held together well. So there is one of the bags with the snowflakes in it. There's our super long one with the fold over here. If you don't care about the fold over, just send them straight through and cut the end off. Now here's one other sneaky thing, and this is where I need you to do me a favor, because I'm going to show you this, and this is going to be mind-blowing. I want you to go over to Sabrina's channel. She's almost at 5,000 subscribers. And this is where we are doing the Share a Little Love. This is my Share a Little Love. I want you to go over and subscribe to her channel. I'm just showing you that that's sticky because this is crazy what I'm going to show you. And it's all because of Sabrina, who makes me being online possible. She feeds my habit for all of my crafting supplies, and therefore I like to do videos to support her. But she needs to get to 5K. And she could also really, really use some positive love messages right now. She's had a stellar year with business, but she's had a few personal things happen, and she could use some crafty love right now. So, press and seal. I threw press and seal through my laminator with a laminating pouch. So I put the 2 sticky sides around a pre-laminated sheet and then threw that inside a laminating pouch. And now I'm cutting it so that I can unseal it and show you the sticky. And of course, now I've got stiff press and seal. Now, if you want to use this for stamping or whatever, ink blending, some techniques that Jennifer McGuire has shown recently. See, this allows you to overlap your stamps on the edge, and then you can always place it back in the right spot. Brilliant. Is it a good idea? If you want me to elaborate on exactly how I did that in another video, I will. All of the information will be listed below with my links to Scrappy Tales, where you can find Sabrina to go love on her and subscribe to her channel, and then also my new teammates on this new adventure for our monthly Hop New and Old. Thanks so much for joining me. Have an awesome night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.